Been a fun couple of weeks for me as far as making content for the channel. I've had a really fun time with the Star Wars stuff. There's been good and bad. And it's nice to, have some positive stuff, particularly with The Mandalorian. I've loved The Mandalorian. I've reviewed every single chapter of it so far, and I think that series has been great. I've had a lot of fun doing those videos. I've had a lot of fun making fun of Rise of Skywalker, which is a complete mess. We're going to get into that. There's plenty to talk about with this movie. The fun never stops because every day something comes out. Now, the real fun has been watching the shills, watching the people defend it and watching the people that felt betrayed from Last Jedi, particularly in the new outrage train, the Rose Tico stuff. Now, that's been the most fun, really, lately. And they're still going on about it. Check this out. In just one day, there's already a ton of results for Rose Tico. Every single day, there's multiple articles written about Rose Tico. I checked a couple of hours ago. Because you can change it to 1 hour, what's come out in the past hour, and there were 3. If you check it right now, I believe 1 came out. So there's this one, and they just talk about, in the article I'm going to go over in a second, Rose Tico, the resistance engineer, got very small screen time. So it's just funny to me because they won't shut up about it. They're going to keep talking about this because this is a way for them to attack the movie. Well, it's a POC. How dare you? How dare you not give her more screen time, sir? Check boxes before story. Not that this movie had any story. And they want to please these people. They do whatever they can to bend the knee to them constantly, and they're doing it again right here. So this is a response. We have an official response to kind of silence the outrage mob, which isn't going to work. If anything, this is just going to tick them off. Don't even respond to them. Just let them they'll just eventually just whimper out after about 3 to 4 months and stop talking about it. But that's not going to be the case now because they came up with some think tank response from Lucasfilm, probably sitting around, drinking some Starbucks. So how can we queer this mob here? And this is what they came up with. So they actually came up with a response. We have it right here. Well, first of all, JJ and I adore Kelly Marie Tran. One of the reasons that Rose has a few less scenes than we would like her to have has to do with the difficulty of using Carrie's footage in a way we wanted to. We wanted Rose to be the anchor at the Rebel base who was with Leia. We thought we couldn't leave Leia at the base without any of the principals who we love. So, Leia and Rose were working together. As the process evolved, a few scenes we'd written with Rose and Leia turned out to not meet the standard of photorealism that we'd hoped for. Those scenes unfortunately fell out of the film. The last thing we were doing was deliberately trying to sideline Rose. We adore the character, and we adore Kelly. So much so that we anchored her with our favorite person in the galaxy, General Leia. Now, I'm not sure how much I believe of that think tank response. Personally, I do believe that a lot of her stuff probably did get shot and cut for a reason, and that's because there's like 4 versions of this film, according to various people, and I do tend to believe them because the film comes off as a complete mess. And I'm sure there's some lengthy Rose Tico version of this film somewhere, but that's not what we got. I think they were trying to look for ways to sell toys and merchandise, and Rose Tico being in there, no one's going to want, Rebel base Rose Tico. So when you give a response, though, this is what you get. You get the CEO of Popped Bottles here. Hi, you all writers. If the scenes between Kay and Kelly didn't work, you can just write other ones. Hashtag Rose Tico deserved better. Yeah, that's right. They could have just wrote other ones, right? When the movie's pretty much done. But anyway, it doesn't matter. These people are never going to be happy about anything. So there's your official response. I'm not completely buying it. I think she might have they might have included more of her, but it probably got lost in all the reshoots, and who knows? Who cares? The character is kind of worthless. She's a pointless character. She was even pointless in Last Jedi with that stupid casino plot that was just dumb and out of place. And they didn't have anything for her to do in this movie, so therefore she got cut. That's the real reason. So, quick box office update. The movie has made $724 million, and it's looking like it's going to hit $1 billion, which, is what it is. I didn't think it would, but it looks like it's going to hit it. And that's despite having a larger drop-off than Last Jedi. It's probably going to make, some people are estimating, 130-ish million less than Last Jedi made. So not that bad, not that shabby, but nonetheless, not that great either. Last Jedi, I believe, was expected to make a little bit more. It was still pretty short compared to Force Awakens. We'll see how things turn out for this movie, but check this out, though. I found this really funny. So this is from the same website. I'm going to show you two different articles. Cinema Blend. Star Wars box office. How Rise of Skywalker's second weekend compared to previous movies. Okay. This was 9 hours ago. But what's really funny about this? Okay. What's this article doing? It's comparing Last Jedi's box office and Rise of Skywalker's box office. Now, the same outlet, though, 2 days ago, put out, why does it make sense right now to compare The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker's box office? This is 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, I said, we shouldn't be comparing those numbers. And then, lo and behold, 9 hours ago, they did exactly that. Also, if you didn't know, there was a big trigger warning put out for Rise of Skywalker. Basically, if you have epilepsy, don't go see the movie. You might have a seizure. Pretty common sense there. You might want to avoid the movie then. Don't go see it. Video games used to have this warning for the longest time. Flashing lights. If you suffer from seizures, don't play the game. This apparently didn't work, so now some Star Wars fans want The Rise of Skywalker edited to prevent seizures. We got this really smart person here, Miss Emily Jones, who is a retail employee in New Orleans who suffers from epilepsy, said strobing from the film was so bad it forced her to leave the movie in the first 30 minutes. And she suffered a seizure in the hallway just outside the showing at AMC Emwood Palace 20. She called a friend who worked at the theater who arrived to assist just as the seizure began. It lasted from 30 seconds to a minute, Jones told the Post, adding that EMS were called, but she didn't end up requiring any additional treatment. Jones said that she likely averted something much worse by taking a quick dose of her anti-seizure medication right as she felt it coming on. Here's my question. If you have seizures and you have epilepsy, why the hell did you go see the movie? Okay? What did you go see the movie for? Why would you do that? That's like being allergic to peanuts and then eating them and saying, I'll be fine. Why would you go to the movie if you have this problem? That was really stupid. And apparently other people were just as dumb as her, going around and seeing the movie when they know they have epilepsy. It's like, if you have this problem, don't go see the movie and you'll likely be fine. It's like, were you looking for attention? It's like that lady that, bought coffee and then spilt it all over herself and then sued McDonald's for burns. It's like, how is that McDonald's fault? Whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if someone tries to sue Lucasfilm over this too. But this one person asked for an edited Blu-ray. That's not going to happen. They're not going to edit the movie for a very small portion of the population. And if you have epilepsy, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or anything. I'm just saying, they're not going to sink, hundreds of thousands of dollars into a version of the film for a small portion of the population. That's just not how things work. Doing research on it, 1.2% of Americans have it. It's not a big number. They're not going to drastically edit movies for that. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I don't expect them to release a non-epilepsy version of the film. So, who knows? I wonder if anyone will complain about it. Nothing really big yet, but nonetheless, we see people complain about the stupidest shit all the time. So, if someone starts, hashtag epilepsy people deserve better in Star Wars, I really wouldn't be shocked. But anyway, people are still complaining about Rose. I expect that to increase now that they've given a reason to why they didn't have her. I'm sure people are going to still complain about that. And the movie's likely going to hit $1 billion. Not that much more than it's still going to underperform Last Jedi. The key word there is that the movie is going to underperform. And I think that says a lot. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all these topics. What do you think about the whole seizure thing? What do you think about the whole Rose controversy? What do you think about the movie making $1 billion? Give me your thoughts on everything. Also, remember, likes and comments help the video, so please consider interacting with the video. Likes, comments, stuff like that, sharing the video even. That all helps, and I really appreciate it. And if you're still subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell. And I say still subscribed because you might be unsubscribed, so make sure you check that you are. Also, consider subscribing if you're new and hitting that bell. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.